On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I've got a very special guest with me joining today. Please welcome Jessica Day, who is a Senior Marketing Manager at Precision AI. So for all of you who don't know, Precision AI is basically on a mission to accelerate artificial intelligence based on farming practices to create healthier, happier, and more profitable farms by leveraging our advanced drones and custom-built AI technology that can take on crop production decisions from a whole field to an individual plant level. That's an overview. Jessica, it's an honor to have you with us today. Thank you so much for joining us on Pathmonk Presents.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does Precision AI do? And, who are your clients and who do you cater to, and what industries you mainly serve overall?
Sure. So Precision AI is a precision agriculture company. We are currently located in North America, and our primary goal is to reduce the amount of chemical that's applied on the farm. So right now, there's up to $34 billion globally every year that's wasted on that chemical application. There are instances where there's only 5 or 6% of weed density within a crop, and we are spraying the entire thing right now. So the only capabilities, there are some precision agriculture that's coming up right now that has been released in the last year or two. But generally, the way that you spray the field is you just spray everything. All of that chemical is going into the ground, is going onto your crop, when really weeds are the only thing that need to be sprayed. So using drones, we are able to fly the fields. We are imaging as we fly at 45 to 50 miles per hour, and then we're target spraying only the weeds. So this is done in a single pass. We're using artificial intelligence and edge computing to be able to spray the field. And this is great for, obviously, the environment. That's the main goal, but it is great for the farmer's time and bottom line. So who do we serve right now? We're in agriculture, and typically our clients are those who are already interested in precision agriculture. Maybe they're using different tools already. And then also those who have their drone license. So in order to fly our drones, you do need your drone license. So that's typically who our audience is. We find that in North America. The time and the money that is saved is most important to most farmers. But as we transition to different countries and different regions, say Europe, then that messaging has to change, because the environment and lessening that impact and lessening the chemical that ends up in the food is more the primary focus for those types of farmers and producers.
Sweet. That's amazing. Thanks for giving us, a high-level overview as to what you guys do and who you serve and how you serve in the industry. So my next question is, what is your top client acquisition channel? So would it be mainly digital marketing, inbound SEO content, paid advertising outbound, or is it, a mix of everything?
Yeah, so we're mostly focused on digital marketing right now. We don't use too much for traditional marketing. So no print media, no radio, no billboards, things like that. Our most common social channel is Twitter for agriculture. The agriculture, especially in Canada and North America, really likes Twitter. And then LinkedIn. So we're also a technology company. We're an advanced robotics company, and we're a startup. So LinkedIn gets us a lot of that engagement. What we're focusing mostly is on earned media. So we do a mixture of organic, earned, and paid media, a little bit of paid media. We haven't done that in a couple of years, but the earned media, I would say, has been our biggest success. We were a John Deere collaborator, selected for a John Deere collaborator in January for this year. We also won the Bloomberg NEF Pioneers Award. And there's a few other awards that we've won. I think we've won about 10 in the last year, which is incredible. So that has been very, very helpful for us for getting that earned media coming in, really increasing our traffic on our website. So if there are people who are kind of looking for different ways to market that maybe you typically wouldn't think of, that has been a great success for us. And of course, that means you need to have a really amazing team, which we do, and you have to have a really amazing product in order to win those types of innovation challenges and awards, which I believe that we do. So that has been very helpful for us. And then the other great tip I have is, if you have a dynamic founder or SEO, CEO, then I would highly recommend getting them on stage at as many places as possible, like panels and trade shows and like different like pitches, innovation awards. We're very lucky that Daniel McCann, our CEO, is a very dynamic speaker, and he's really great at showing what the vision of what we do is. So we try and get him on stage as much as possible.
Sweet. That's amazing. And also congrats on, the awards you guys have won so far as well. That's incredible. And especially for being a startup as well. And, you guys have a lot of exciting things coming down your pipeline. Is what it sounds like.
Yes. Thank you. We do. In the past year, we've been focusing on the precision spray drone, which is the drone that actually sprays. But we found a lot of interest in the survey drone, which is the part that sees but doesn't quite spray yet. So that surveying is, we're able to do that at such a precise resolution at 0.5 millimeter resolution, that we are seeing a real big need for that. So it's really helped us to know that this is a product that we also need to market aside from the precision spray drone.
Sweet, super cool. That's amazing. So now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about the website. So what would you say is the major strength of the Precision.ai website, and what areas are there for room of improvement on the website?
Absolutely. So our website is precision.ai, and we launched the new version of it about a year ago. So we worked with a company out of Montreal called Acufin. And if you go to the website, you'll see it's a really beautiful web experience when you first enter the page. And then in our technology page, there's also like this 3D view where you can interact with the drone. So it's very beautiful. It really draws people in. So we're really proud of that. And we're really proud of the fact we kind of threw everything at this company, and they were great at distilling such a beautiful message out of it. And it ended up altering pretty much our entire brand. It really refined everything that we're doing. So we're pretty proud of that. Our traffic in the past year, obviously those awards have been helpful, but our traffic and our SEO in the last year has really, really like just gotten to a really great point. But where it needs work still is, like I said, we have this new product that's in, and we've changed a little bit of the messaging of our company with that. And our website doesn't quite reflect that yet. So we're working on that unique proposition when you enter the site, and also adding those portions to the website. And with that as well, I know that our SEO needs work. So I'm the blogger for our company. I do all the writing. We have a small marketing team, and making sure that we're getting that updated content in there and really focusing on that SEO is something that we do still struggle with. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
All right. Thanks for letting me know and pretty much walking me through in the sense of, okay, this is what's working for us. These are areas we want to plan on growing in the next 6 months overall. So I think that's great. So now we're going to talk about you as a leader. So what does an average day look like for you? Whether you're in the office, remote or hybrid, is your day the same, or is every day like a different schedule for you?
Like I said, we have a really small marketing team. So my day is different all the time. I do some traveling for work. So we're doing some trade shows. So I'll go there and I'll set up. I do all of the design for the trade shows, the content marketing, and dealing with the leads that are coming in from the website. We have a lot of website inquiries that come in. So I deal with that quite a bit. I do the blogging. I work and I do the artistic direction for all of our photos and videos. So it's kind of a mixed bag, which I really love. I love that I can kind of work in any part of marketing. As far as where I am, it's hybrid. I mostly work in the office, and today I'm at home. So that is nice. They are pretty flexible about where we're working.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, especially where you're still able to work from home, but you can also have the human interaction, see your colleagues in person. And, especially when it comes down to like trade shows or like leading up to those events where you can be able to meet in person and get everything done, which is probably a lot easier than, online and, slacking messages here and there.
Yeah, it gives you a different sort of passion when you get to interact with so many areas of the company. So, we have a prompt engineer that sits right beside me, and then we have our shop where we have all sorts of engineers and people who are like literal rocket scientists that are a part of our company. So being able to interact and feel their passion for the project and feel that type of community within is really, really important, especially in a startup.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's really great too, where, it's a very collaborative environment. So that's great. So now we're getting close to the end of our interview, and I'm going to send you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Maybe.
I promise. They're easy. They're nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What is the last book that you read?
Oh, The Light Between Oceans. I don't remember who wrote it, but yeah.
All right. Sweet. The Light Between Oceans. I'm going to Google that. That sounds like a good book.
It's an old Australian romance. It's kind of silly, but it's great.
Okay, sweet. I love romance novels, so I'm definitely going to check that out. All right. So if there were no boundaries in technology, what would be the one thing that you would want to have fixed in your role today as a marketer?
Oh, that's a hard question because artificial intelligence is changing the role every single day. And it's really exciting to watch, especially because I'm in an industry that's artificial intelligence. So, there was ChatGPT that came out in November is when I heard about it. Maybe that wasn't quite when it came out, but seeing those changes, and then Photoshop beta just came out. So that generative AI, that's changing my role every day. So the sky's the limit. And I really love working with all of the new AI tools that are coming out for us as marketers.
Yeah, definitely. Especially too, where you're able to see how AI is meant to, make your life easier as a marketer, and, being able to help you get more done in the day. At least that's the way I've seen it, where, whether it's ChatGPT or generative AI, where it's like, okay, I know if by using this, it's going to be able to help me get more done within my role, not work against me. So
exactly.
So my next question is, what would be the one piece of advice that you would give yourself as a marketer today?
So I didn't start in marketing. I started in graphic design. I didn't really think of marketing as a career. I was just in graphic design. And I ended up working with some really amazing companies who kind of pulled me into marketing and said, we know you're not a marketer, but we want you to be our marketer. So they've helped me and put me through a lot of training. And it turns out that I'm kind of good at it. So my biggest advice to myself is that I need to dream bigger. And I have that advice for any marketer is you have a lot more potential than you think you do. Dream bigger, and you might end up in a really cool job like I do with Precision AI. And I still believe I'm not quite at my true potential yet. There's more to come, and I'm really excited to see what's next for me in marketing.
No, that's really awesome. And how you were explaining where you started in graphic design, that's the same story for me. I started in design, and then, as time had went on, I started to get more into marketing. And now, with being a growth marketer overall, I agree with you. It's really crazy when you push the envelope and you push your true potential, it leads to great opportunities overall. So I think it's crazy, but I think it's also great. It's like, oh, you went through that as well.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. It's great. And then you have all of the tools for graphic design, and then you get into marketing. So it just adds to your resume. It makes it really well-rounded for getting different jobs like this.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, we're at the end of our episode now, and I want to thank you so much for joining us on Pathmark Presents. But I also want to give you the last word. If someone were to forget about everything we've talked about, what is the one thing you want them to remember about Precision.ai overall?
The one thing to remember about Precision AI, that's a hard one. I guess we're here for the environment. We're here for the farmer. That's our main goal, is to make life easier for the farmer and to make our world a better place. And I'm pretty proud that everyone on our team is in that passion, and we're all working towards that same goal.
That's awesome. Especially too, what you guys have done in your website's beautiful. I took a look before interviewing you, and it's great. I could tell you guys have put a lot of effort into, showing yourselves like the experts in this field, and you definitely are the experts as well. So I think that's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right. For all of the listeners out there, check us out next week on Pathmark Presents.